Hello guys, so I recently graduated from college at UC San Diego, where I majored in economics and minored in finance, and I also ran Division I cross country and Division I track and field.
Well, congrats to University Credit Union Male Athlete of the Week, Senior Marcos Milla, 8th at the Brian Clay Invitational, shattering the UC San Diego record.
And throughout my time of studying in school, I learned about the importance of saving and investing for your future in exchange traded funds, which is basically a basket of stocks compiled all into one investment with the goal of having financial freedom and becoming wealthy in the future. Now, the ETFs that I chose to invest in throughout college is my largest holding of VOO, which is a Vanguard S&P 500 index fund comprised of 500 of the largest companies in the United States, and that has over $18,000 of money inside of it. And then I also have another account with Fidelity that has 3 holdings. Now, 2 holdings are with VGT, or Vanguard's Information Technology ETF, as well as QQQM, which is Invesco's NASDAQ 100 ETF. Now, these 2 ETFs are played for growth because they have a lot of tech allocation into it. And I also have another ETF, which is SCHD, or Charles Schwab's US Dividend Equity ETF, for some sweet passive income in the form of dividends, which is not correlated with tech and has mostly industrials. Now, my primary investing strategy going throughout school was to have my primary brokerage accounts, which was my Vanguard account, which has $18,000 of equity inside of it, and my Fidelity account, which has $7,000 of money inside of it as well. I also plan to add a 401k, which I just signed up with my employer, so I will add that into the equation in the future, but for now, I do have $25,000 in between all these ETFs I did talk about. Now, I do dollar cost average into these ETFs, and then throughout school, I juggled school, basically my full-time job of being an NCAA Division I athlete.
Powering home in the second section for 5 days.
And also working on the side.
What? Do it.
Now, how I invested $25,000 into these ETFs in college while having 0 college debt, so I have no payments for loans or even debt from school, is hard work. I earned a scholarship from high school from running. I was recruited by many different universities from Division I, Division II, and Division III programs. So I ultimately decided to go D1 for the money. And this doesn't happen overnight. It takes hard work, discipline, and sacrifice. In high school, when everybody else was partying, having fun, I was studying and training. I was running a lot of miles, around 60 miles a week, and training every day, as well as studying a lot so I could put myself ahead for school and college. And then in college, I worked even harder. I was running around 80 to 100 miles a week for my Division I program for running. I was studying a lot more, putting a lot more hours into studying so I could get nearly a 4.0 GPA, setting myself up for internships, and even working on the side on top of school and running in a social life. So I was literally working in many minimum wage jobs, such as I was a valet, I was working at restaurants, I was working side gigs to save up as much money and income to invest into these ETFs to set myself up for the future. And in retirement, I will even receive over $22,500 in dividends because VOO's dividend right now is 1.5%. I know I have 4 different ETFs, but I'm going to be basing it off of my largest holding of VOO. So even in retirement, I will still get a lot of money, thousands of dollars in dividends if I didn't even invest another dollar today. And that's crazy to see that just a few short years of your life when you're young, sacrificing just to have $25,000 could grow to well over $1.5 million over time due to the power of compound interest. Now, no, I don't plan to stop investing anytime soon. I'm still going to invest a couple $1,000s a month into all these ETFs to dollar cost average down and to have a lot more money in this nest egg in the future. Now, if you're maybe late to the game in investing, it could just be as simple as $5 a day, which adds up to over $150 a month in investing in ETFs. Now, if you invested $5 per day, every year, at a 10% annual interest rate, which in something like VOO, which is the S&P 500, or VTI, which is Vanguard's total stock market index, you could have almost $1 million in the next 40 years if you did nothing but just invest a coffee a day. The biggest question is, was it worth it, Marcos? All that hard work and sacrifice to, add another job, strenuous jobs in my body while I was running and doing the school and having a social life and things. I think it was well worth it. I think it was super worth it to have the discipline and hard work and grit to invest my money, because in the future I could pull out from that money and live off the dividends and even my nest egg that I built up throughout college. And my goals are to build up my largest nest egg of VOO, to have over $100,000 in the next few years with my job, as well as have that good account with SCHD for my dividends and QQQM and VGT for tech, to have a lot more money than it does now. And I also plan to add a 401k with VTI, which is Vanguard's total stock market index, and build up all these streams of income with these ETFs to hopefully in the future have a huge nest egg of money and even have some dividends coming from VOO and even SCHD and VTI from a 401k, so I can live off them in the future when I'm retired. Now that about does it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, because this cute puppy did, and comment down below an ETF you are investing in, or if you are investing in the ETFs that I just talked about. Now hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Never give up on your dreams for yourself financially and even for your own personal goals. And have a good one, guys. Peace.